In college, your roommate is supposed to be your future best friend, the person that you can look back on and say, "Wow, that was a great time, amazing. What a time that was. What a guy that was. A guy who I'm gonna see and talk to the rest of my life." That's what a roommate is supposed to be. Most of the time, it's not though. Let's be honest. Some usually roommates do not turn out super well for most people, especially in college. And I'm in that boat where it didn't turn out super well for me. So my first semester at college, I went to this university called Purdue University. Now I go to a different college. It's in Michigan. That's all I'm going to say. Not Michigan State, though. It's not Michigan State. Besides the point, I had this roommate in college. And the first day I moved into college, he wasn't there. I had one night to myself there. The rest of the time, he was always there. He was always there. Now, for me, like, I get that a lot of people don't live close to the college they go to, but I mean, he was always there. Now, during the day, he was gone a lot because he was in band, he had school, whatever. But I felt like I never had the dorm to myself, which is a big thing. I like being by myself, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. But the thing that made him unbearable, so downright despicable, that made me so mad, was when he said that he would bring a TV and I would bring a futon. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I can always use the futon later. He can keep the TV later. Whatever. I get there. My futon's all set up. I have a lofted bed. I put the futon under my lofted bed. So I have in my desk. If you guys know what Purdue dorms are, they're really small. And my desk is like butted up against the back of my bed. So it's like this scenario. Jeez, dyslexic. This scenario, but my desk was butted up to my bed, and that's kind of where like my cutoff area was, and I also had a closet. But I didn't have much space. I didn't have much space at all. And he gets there the next day, and he has no TV. He never says a thing about it. I leave, let his family get him set up and stuff. I asked if I needed help or anything. They said no, so I just kind of stepped out of the way, hung out with some friends, then came back. And I come back, and he has a desk and a chair under his bed. Okay, I'm like, okay, okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little pussy when it comes to these things. I'm not gonna go up and tell him, hey, where's the TV, huh? Where's the TV you said you're gonna bring? I take a step back. I'm like, I'm not gonna poke the bear. So I never say anything. So I'm just gonna assume. I'm just gonna wait. Hopefully he does the right thing. About 2 weeks goes by. Then I finally draw up the courage to ask, hey, did were you gonna bring that TV? And he goes, what TV? What are we talking about, dude? We have very many texts about this, about how I was going to bring the futon and you were going to bring the TV, because we first originally talked about doing the renting package where we'd rent a mini fridge, and I also brought a mini fridge, by the way, besides the point. But we were going to rent a mini fridge, a microwave, and bring a futon, and a futon. It was like a renting package, and then we'd split the cost of the TV. But it just didn't make sense to do that, so I brought my mom and dad had an extra microwave. I brought a mini fridge, and a futon. And all he was just supposed to do was bring a TV, and he didn't do that. And now we'll get to the next point of why he was so bad. And this is the main point. This is the point that I get so irritated with. That makes me so angry that I can barely contain it when I talk about it. So I'm gonna have to use all my might. I'm gonna be the Hulk here to hold my anger in. So in college, you're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to go out and do things. And if you're in college right now, this is why I'm making this video, by the way. It's just in the spirit because college is starting back up. But oh my gosh, if you're in college, go have some fun. Go party. Go a little bit crazy. Now don't do drugs. Never do drugs. But go have some fun. Go have some crazy nights. Go have some fun with friends. Anyway, this is what I'm going to say next. He was in bed by 9 o'clock every single night. I wanted to have friends come over to my dorm. We'd hang out and chill there and just have a good time. And this is the time I'm going to talk about where this just made me so mad. It was a Friday night. And there wasn't really many parties going on that I was aware of. There really wasn't much going on campus, so I wanted people to come over. I wanted people to come over to my dorm. We could chill there. We were playing a Fortnite online, and we're like, hey, why don't you guys come over to my dorm? And I look up, and he's dead asleep. He had these earplugs in like eye thing. So, but obviously, if people are talking there doing commotion, he's gonna wake up. So I feel bad and don't. I'm like, well, you guys can't really come over. Anyway, long story short, they come over, we leave, and then we have a good night. That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is that I felt like I couldn't even have my room. I could only have my room from like 9 to 5. It was like a job. And half the time I wasn't there. I had class. I had to do things. It's not like I'm always at my dorm. Your dorm in college is just kind of like your meeting place back. You study there sometimes, you do some stuff there sometimes, but you always want to be out of your dorm. And right now, I'm in an apartment and I'm still just always out of my apartment doing things, work, school, hanging out with friends, just doing different things. It's just my spot for sleeping, keeping my stuff, taking showers, doing whatever I need. That's what your dorm is for. You're not always supposed to be there. Go out and do things and have a good time. And that is why I got so mad. So, anyway, long story short, I transferred from Purdue. And I'm not gonna, I hate to blame it on one person. And Purdue had a lot of other faults to it. Classes were too big, the college campus was too big, but Purdue was fun at the end of the day. But when I can't even have half the fun is, again, half your life at college is your dorm. Like, you're there to sleep, have fun, do things, and that's just kind of your meeting place. But you can't even feel like you can go back there, and you'd rather shower at the freaking student activity center. Oh my gosh, not shower, but yeah, shower because I wouldn't take showers late, but I'd feel bad because I'd come in, make a lot of noise, a lot of commotion, and probably wake him up. And one time, I was playing Fortnite with my friends, and I got loud because I didn't even realize he was in the room. And he stands up, flashes his flashlight at me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were in here. Oh my gosh, it made me so upset, so angry. But anyway, long story short, I transferred from Purdue, transferred to the college I'm at now, and I had this new room where we had two bathrooms, we had four bedrooms, and we all had a room to ourselves. So it was nice. It was very nice. I love my roommates there, by the way. They were great. We didn't really talk too much, never really became friends with any of them. But if I ever saw them and said, hey, wave, give them a handshake or something, something simple, something like, no, we never really became true friends there anyway. But anyway, those roommates were great. They always cleaned up after themselves. But again, never really found a friendship through those roommates. And now I'm in an apartment with three other people, but I have a bathroom to myself now, so I really don't have to interact with the people in my apartment unless we cross paths making food, but that hasn't happened yet. So I'm hoping that these people in my apartment now, we can become friends, kind of do some things together, but we'll see. I'm not really for sure. I don't know these guys. These guys could be just as bad as my first roommate. I don't know. But again, if you're in college and you have a bad roommate, request a transfer. Not transfer colleges necessarily, but transfer roommates. They will make it work. And I know a lot of colleges are different. Like at Purdue, I got lucky and only had one roommate. Some people get paired up with two in the same size room as like I do. So again, just before you make a huge life decision in transfer colleges, maybe try a different roommate out first before you do that. Or just if you're not enjoying college necessarily, don't stay there. If you need to be honest and open, if your parents are like pushing you to go to college and stuff like that and you're just not enjoying it, take a step back, take a year off, get a job, save up some money, and then go back to college if you want. If you like, hey, why don't we try that again? Maybe it was just the wrong university, maybe it was just the wrong setting, and I just want to try out college again, then do that. But you should never force yourself to go through college and hate it. Like one of my friends is doing that right now, and I'm pushing for him to change something up because he just doesn't like it. I'm like, come on, dude, you gotta take a step back. You gotta look at yourself and you gotta be like, hey, come on, we gotta just change some stuff up, like I did. And I love college now. It's so much fun. And I really didn't take a step back. I just transferred universities because I knew this university I'm at right now is the university I really wanted to go to. But I went to Purdue just to stay close to home. Kind of got home scared and or scared to leave home. And yeah, that was just kind of the sense of what happened. I know I'm just rambling about this now, but just again, I just want to give you guys some advice at the end of these videos. Just be like, hey, if you're not really enjoying college, just take a step back. Say, hey, maybe we need to transfer somewhere else. Maybe it's a different major that we need to do. Just think about the other possibilities because there's so much out there in the world. You don't need to lock yourself down to one singular college because that stuff is expensive and it adds up quick. So yeah, that's really about it. That's all I really want to talk about. Just roommates can suck, and they can suck more, and they can suck worse. And I know a lot of other people probably have way worse experiences than I have. Like for example, my other friends I was just talking about, my best friend, his roommate was always FaceTime with his girlfriend. His girlfriend stayed over sometimes, and they were super annoying. Anyway, so I know there's way worse situations, and there can be worse situations, but I just wanted to talk about this experience since college is coming back up, and some people can relate to this video. So yeah, we're gonna stop the video there, and yeah, as always, have a great day.